Okay, namaste. Hello, good morning, everyone. Today we are here for the study of Nikaya Sutra. Today, me and Saranya ma'am is here for that. And for before reading the text, we will start with our practice, Shunya practice from 9 to 0. And then afterwards, we'll go deeper in the text. So let's start with the meditation. So now I would like to invite Saranya ma'am for reading the text. Yes,
Good
Saranya.
morning. Thank you. Thank you, Kashmi. Okay. Shall we start? Okay. Sanyuta Nikayas, PAALI to English translation by the SIF Translation Department under the guidance of Dhanacharya Nagajiva, that would Dr. Lim Kyojin. Sanyuta Nikayas, linked discourses, connected discourses to the six sense spaces. The Tatyan Panasaka, the 35. The third, okay. The
50.
chapter on the sanctuary from the yoga. Okay, 35.108 and better. Because when what exists by clinging to what by grasping, what does thought I am better, I am equal, or I am worse arise? Bande, our dharma are rooted in Bhagava. Because when the chahu exists by clinging to the chahu, by grasping the chahu, the thought I am better, I am equal, or I am worse arise when the jihva exists. When the mana exists by clinging to the mana, by grasping the mana, the thought, I am better, I am equal, or I am worse arise. What do you think, Bhikkhu? Is the chahu permanent or impermanent? Impermanent bande. When the mana, what is impermanent? It is dukkha or sukha. Dukkha bande. Now, that which is anitya, dukkha, and subject to change, could it be regarded without clinging as I am better than this, or I am equal to this, or I am worse than this? No bande, jihva, permanent or impermanent? Impermanent bande. Is the mana permanent or impermanent? Impermanent bande. What is impermanent? Is it dukkha or sukha? Dukkha bande. What is impermanent? Dukkha and subject to change. Could the thought I am better, I am equal, or I am worse arise without clinging to it? No bande. Seeing this because the learned Arya Shravaka becomes disenchanted with the chahu, becomes disenchanted with the mana. Being disenchanted, one becomes dispassionate. Through dispassion, one is liberated. In liberation, there is the knowledge I am liberated. One understands birth is destroyed, brahmacharya has been lived, what had to be done has been done. There is no more coming back to any state of being. Fifth,
Thank you so much, Saranya ma'am. You can tell your understanding as well if you have understand anything.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's uh, very it can be connected to our shunya practice, because when our shunya practice teaches us to improve ourselves. So every day we are improving ourselves, our personality is developing. So the same sentence, we can decide what is our current situation by observing, evaluating our own condition. Is I am okay? If situation is there, is we can able to handle it, or how we can compare that when we start the shunya and now we are here. So we can compare how our life is changed. Is our in the same state, or we have better, or we are in the worst condition. So it's correctly, it's really related to our shunya practice, I think. So if the already said that the mana, the all six senses are impermanent. So we have that understanding. We for living we need the six senses. But I think in the heart sutra itself, it's already talked that we have to all the five senses are empty in nature. That should be shunya. That does not mean we have no seeing anything, hear anything, not like that. But we are never clinging to them. We are not attached to these all things. So when we learn to detach from these things, detachment does not mean we are really not related to anything, not like that. But everything will be here around us, but it will not affect our peace of mind. So with that clarity we can able to do things clearly. So uh, suffering will automatically disappear. So I think that is very well explained in this chapters.
Yeah, but that is the question, na, Saranya ma'am, that we are to do it or not. Sometimes
Yes.
we have like we have taught learned about six senses or listened about six senses that everything work accordingly. They get to see something, they get attached to it, and then work accordingly.
Yes.
After some time, they see anything, then they get to attach to it and then work accordingly.
Yes.
When we eat food, if we like that, after seeing that, we get an emotion that we have to eat it. After some time, after seeing something, we get the same emotion, we get the same feeling that we want to eat it. But sometimes it is good for us and sometimes it is bad for us as well. So we need to understand which thing is good and which thing is bad for us because our senses will always distract us, our senses will always get attached to something. We need to get the feeling that which is right and which is wrong. Second thing we have learned or read here is dukh. Dukh is something which is a part of life, which is a very important part of life. In the Hindi session as well, we have discussed about dukh. Here, the dukh means when we get to know about something, when our senses work on something, when we see something, when we taste something, when we feel something, then what happens? The when we don't get it, the pain arises, the dukh arises that we can't be able to get it, and then we start suffering for it, and then we start feeling for it, which is wrong. We should not get attached to a single thing in our life, in every single thing to our life. It leads to a distracted mind or to a mind which is not focused to something. It lead to only dukh, not sukh. So we need to understand what is impermanence, what is dukh. If we want to attach with something, attach with the things which are good for us, or just feels that thing, or just uh, enlightened with that thing, complete the objective and then move from that. Don't get attached to it. As we said in the red belt, that after doing the meditation, people start doing it for the continuous basis and stop on that thing only. Not move further for the further belts, which is wrong. We should not get attached to it. After practicing it, we go to the orange belt, we go to the different process so that our mind also should get a different thing or not get habitual to it. That's how we get the mukti and that's how we get to know about the dukh and sukha of our life. Yes, Arvind.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Actually, when we talk about suffering now, actually it is a blessing because when we go through that stage, we will find our own inner power. That inner power will only get when we have go through the suffering stage. So actually, in the actually when come to the spiritual journey, suffering is the best thing. It's
Hmm.
the blessing. So when because but is when we are in a comfortable zone, comfort zone, we are not do new things. We are doing the same. Life is easy, so we can know there is no improvement in our life. But
Hmm.
when the challenges is come, so some people will they are not ready to overcome the challenge. Uh, they will no go in go with life. But when we are ready to face that challenge and we are ready to overcome that, automatically that things will be on the right path. We are able to easily able to manage how the situation is coming. So it's very easy. So when our Shunya practice is also with us, when we learn the teachings from the sutras, it will help. It will help us to go with the flow. So I think in my personal experience, I have that I am easily I confidently said that it will help to move on, because when we already know that this is impermanent, so it will change. So we already always have that faith. So I think it is very, it's really related to our practice, because you already said now we can practice, we can learn in anything. So we can learn shunya, we can till now we are already in the green belt stage. So we have so many belts. Many people have that certificate, but how many of them is really practiced it daily? It is really because in the many sutras, it is already mentioned that it's all related to our practice. You practice it. The doctor is always said that you practice, because practice is important. We can tell many things, but when we come to the reality of life, many times we are not we are not apply that in our life. So when the applicability is there, our life will definitely change. So we have that awareness about the dukkha sukha, everything. We have that aware, and we can easily able to manage in our life. So it's really a personality development program. It's really help us to improve.
Yes, I mean, we can take an example here as well. We have the example of a bhikkhu
Mm-hmm.
who who has the teachings of Buddha, who does his karma of just taking the food, preparing his own seat, and then teaching and studying the sutras. That's it. Still, he is happy or satisfied with his life. But here we can take our example, or the normal human beings example. We are getting everything. We are having our home. We don't have to go for some food or something like that. We have our knowledge. Still, we are in the search of happiness. Still, we are in search of uh, that we should get more and more and more money so that we can be more productive. So here gets the difference, that the happiness is our choice. The way of seeing the happiness is our choice. How we see it and how we determine it in our lives. So we need to be very particular about that we should be doing our karma. Happiness and dukh, both are the two parts of life, two sides of a coin, which will be there in a life. So we should determine it and then just do our karma and then move on.
Yes.
Yes. So we
Sure.
are having 10 minutes. Sir,
Okay.
next sutra is quite small, so we can take it. Yeah.
Okay. 35.109 things want to be being fatter. Because I will teach you things that Samyojana and the Samyojana. Listen to it. And what because are things are Sanyojana, and what is the Sanyojana? The Chahu because is the thing that Sanyojana, the Chanda and Raga, for it is the Sanyojana there. The Jihva is the thing that Sanyojana, the Mana is the thing that Sanyojana, the Chanda and the Raga, for it is the Sanyojana there. These bhikkhus are called things that Sanyojana, and this is just Sanyojana. 6.
Yes. So here we have uh, the next sutra 109, in which we have read that Sanyojana word are there. Sanyojana means to uh, make closure something, or to just attach with something, or just to get uh, attached to a thing which is not there, but we can see it. Like here we have read that the Kaku Ai Bhikshu is a thing that's Sayojana. The Rag for it is Sayojana. The Jiva is a thing that is Sayojana, and Mana is a thing that is Sayojana. Everything is related to attachment. Everything is related to uh, the thing in which we get feelings for it. Like when we see it, we get attached to it. Earlier, we also discussed about it. The same thing is repeated here, that we get attached to it, or the things which is related to that, we get attached to it, due to which it lead to dukkha. Yes, Saranyam.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, attachment is called.
Hmm.
So when we, it's already talked about desire and lust. So
Hmm.
when these things come for a normal person, I think desire is a normal thing for a normal person. But when that desire is come to an attachment, like if we want anything, so when we want something, we are do anything for that. So when we come to that stage, we already attached to that desire. But desire is good, but when we have too much attached to that, it will adversely affect when we are not able to achieve, and automatically we will be so the suffering will automatically come. So the I think the balance is the best thing, because in the shunya also we are teach that we should be in balance. So that samadha and vipassana is there, so it's both in balance. So when we go to this related to our daily life, when connected to DXN also, we already need DXN, we need, and Shunya is also needed. So dealing with in both area, when we go to it, we have to a balance between them. So we are not much too much attached to anything. So when we have that balance, I think we can use the word samyak. We have to right, right viewing of life. So we can take we have your action is also like that. So everything should be in the right way. So we will get that ability from by practicing our shunya and these sutras. So this attachment is the main cause of everything, the suffering and everything. So
Hmm.
when will it comes to an end, we can easily flow with the life.
Hmm. Okay, so I would like to give the summary with an example here. So we have done the two sutras in which we have learned about dukh, suffering, and here we have taught about desire, lust, everything. So here is an example of a murderer who likes a serial killer, who likes to get murder. He like to kill people. So after doing a single murder, he gets enjoyment. According to him, it's his desire which gets completed. So if we got to know that we need to get the difference, what is good and what is right. Here, killing for him is good, is right for him, but we know it is not. Here the differences come, where we need to get the feeling that this is not right, this is not correct for the society or for us as well. So not to get attached to it. When he get attached to it, he'll do the killing again and again and again. After some time, he'll get arrested by the police or whatever the situation is. He'll face the dukkha for it. He'll face the karma for it. So we know what is the difference between right and wrong. So we should also get to know, we should also follow that in our life, so that we should not get attached or be the part of the dukkha. Yes, Arana ma'am. Need a short summary from your side and then we'll end the session.
Yeah, actually, just we have to already told you now, when attachment comes, suffering will also. So just we have to uh, practice that everything we should understand that everything is permanent. So when everything is permanent, so it will change. The situation will change. The dukkha will change. The sukha will change. So I think only the thing is we have to be aware about all situations, and when we aware about all things, we are already we are able to handle everything. We have that clarity. So from that clarity, there will be a transformation in our life. So it will transform the society also. So that is, I think, the motto of our Shunya also.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Saranya ma'am. It was a beautiful session. Thank you so much, everyone. If you have any questions, you can pin them in the chat box or in the comment section. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next session. We are having a section with Dr. Lim after some time. So please join that and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste.
Thank you.